In this video, we're going to talk about list. To start, let's put a point date holder on our canvas, and let's put 3 points on our Rhino viewport. Select all 3 points, right-click on the point date holder, and click Set Multiple Points. What we just did is to reference all 3 points using this one component. And right-click on the component and internalize data. Now we can delete all the points from our Rhino space. And this will give us all 3 points in our grasshopper. If we put a panel and to see what's inside this point component, we can see that there is a list of points, which are the coordinates of the 3 points. And the other change you can notice is that the line or the wire linking the point and the panel is double line, meaning that there are multiple data inside this component. And we call that a list. We'll try another way of creating a list of points. Let's search X, Y, Z and select construct point component. And this time, let's put 3 sliders on grasshopper. Let's say 3, 4, and 5. And let's merge all 3 sliders by using the merge component. And you can connect the list to D1, D2, D3. What the merge component does is that it combines all of the sliders into a list. And you can see a difference now. When you have a single datum, the wire is single solid line. When you have a list, it's a double solid line. Let's connect the list of numbers to x value. And you can see that there are 3 points, which equal to x equal 3, 4, 5, respectively. And I can spread them out a little bit more by dragging the slider. And maybe change the slider maximum value to a slightly larger value. Now I have 3 points at the bottom. Alternatively, I can also use a panel as an input. So in this case, let's put a panel on our canvas and double click on the panel, type 10, 15, and 20. Now to convert this panel into a list, you need to right click on the panel and set that to multiline data. What that does is turn the panel into 3 lines of data as a list. If we plug that in as the input of y value, you can see that we have 3 points equivalent to 3, 10, 8, 15, and 19, 20, as you can see on the Rhino viewport. Since that we have 2 sets of points, we can make lines out of these points. So search line and select the line that connects 2 points. I'll feed these points as point A and these points as point B. And you can see that we just created 3 lines that connects 3 pairs of points. Another easy way of create a list of value, and sometimes very useful, is to use the component called series. The series component creates a series of numbers. We can verify that through a panel. You can see that by default, it creates 10 numbers from 0 to 9. And the other set of the numbers in front are the indices for those values. As for the inputs of the series, there are 3 inputs: start, step, and count. Start by default is 0, as you can see at the bottom of the panel. That's why it starts from 0 here. If we want to start from some other value, we can start, let's say, from 1. Then you can create a series of values that starts from 1. And currently the step is by default is set to 1. And you can also set to something else. For example, if you want all the odd numbers, you can set the step to 2. So you have a 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. The count, we can set the count to, as you intend, we can do 20. Now you have 20 odd numbers starting from 1. And of course, you can change the counts if you wish. Now, if you hide all of these components to better visualize it, we can create points, search XYZ, and construct point. Put them as X value. Y values are 0, so you can see that you have a 9 points starting from 1 and moving toward X direction every 2 units.